Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing good. Now you might be thinking I'm carrying an iPod with me, but it's not. In fact, this is far more valuable to me than any iPod out there. This is the Nokia 6500c or Classic. There's another 6500 Slide, and that is for a separate video. With me here is a 6500c in bronze. There's a black version for this as well out there, but this looks really beautiful, really looks more premium to me. Now the Nokia 6500c is made and launched in the year 2007, so you might be wondering, what can a 17-year-old device do for you? Turns out you can do pretty much more than you can imagine. Now, being a 17-year-old device, you might be expecting it to look or feel bad, but this is probably one of the times that Nokia decided to make a serious feature phone which feels premium, looks premium, and something that is going to last, which is quite synonymous with Nokia. So just next to the Nokia XR21, you can see how negligible it is in its dimension, and this is basically at 95mm thickness, 94 grams of weight. You won't be even noticing having them in your pocket. Now if you look carefully, you will see a combination of metal and plastic which blends in smoothly together. In fact, this is an anodized aluminium which doesn't rust, and a testament to that is even after 17 years still looks and feels beautiful. Now I think this is one of the times that Nokia really sat down and designed this device to look as premium as it could, and even in the year 2024 you can't find anything quite like it. You can see that this device lacks any button whatsoever, and it only has a single micro USB charging port on the top. Now it lacks a 3.5mm head jack, which means you can't use any radio function, because in 2007 you need a wired connection to use radio, so this device does not have radio. Now up front is a beautiful 2-inch display here which has 16 million colors, something that you won't even find in many of these modern feature phone devices. So a really premium screen experience. The resolution is just about right for its size, by 240 by 320 that is, so it's really crisp, really clear, really beautiful color for a 2007 device. You might be thinking that this tiny device might have a really cramped up keypad, but if you were to look carefully, you see this tiny ridges that is popping out at the edge of each key. And if you look here, this is what I'm saying. This ridges here helps you to separate the keys easily, and despite being a thin device, the travel distance is actually quite good. So you really get a good satisfactory click with each press. So this is something really nice with the Nokia 6500c. Now the Nokia 6500c is also the first device from Nokia in 2007, especially for a feature phone, to have 1GB of built-in storage. So while the storage is not expandable, 1GB is far more than sufficient for an S40 platform with Java supports, because apps for S40 and Java runs in kilobytes at most, and very rare instances, maybe for games, you get some apps in megabytes, but in most instances it's in kilobytes at best. So for those of you not familiar with the Nokia S40 platform, this is how it actually looks like. A really beautiful compact platform, and this device is designed not to be as cluttered as the S60 platform, which is actually for the smartphone experience, but this has somewhat trimmed down to be as minimal as possible, but at the same time gives you enough experience to enjoy the device. So let's take a quick look into what the device can do. Messaging is really something that you'll enjoy, especially with this device, because it has a predictive text input, makes typing fast, really accurate, really easy, and this is a rich text experience where you can actually include images, sound clips, calendar, and even business card with your text messages. Back then you can also access your email through it, but it's something that I won't advise you to do now because of security purposes. And context is also a rich context, because each context can be assigned with a dedicated image, dedicated ringtone, and you can assign them in a particular group, which helps you to reach to your targeted audience fast. Now if you go to the media player, it's basically a combination of music and also a video player, so it's all in one app, which thankfully supports an equalizer, so you can actually fine-tune the audio output as to your liking, and the loudspeaker in the back is really crisp. Now it also has a stereo widening feature, which is something which was unique back in 2007. So just to give you a glimpse of the video player, let's go to the music player, and this is where you access the video player, the videos inside. It's all in one app, so this is how it looks like, and you can see how crisp and loud the sound is. It's not even at its maximum volume at all. Now as I've said before, the music player is also the video player, so you get to listen all your music here. You can just add in your songs into the built-in storage right here. Now, one thing that I really like about this device is support for Java apps. So you have tons of options out there which you can simply just scavenge through the NAND and just install. You can actually transfer them through the USB or through a Bluetooth, because this device supports Bluetooth 2.0. More on this a bit later. Now, I would say for browsing purposes, I would suggest you to get Opera Mini, because this is the best browsing experience you're going to get from a feature phone, especially a phone which has keypad, because Opera Mini is very much optimized, so it really shrinks down the web pages for easy navigation purposes, and is compressed, so it doesn't really take much of data. So for 3G device like Nokia 6500c, in most countries 3G is still usable, and in countries like Malaysia 2G and 2.5G is still usable, so you can still use your H connection to connect to the net. So browsing is still something that you can do with this device. There are tons of games. Thanks to the Java support, you can install games like this, like I have here, like Java. These are just some of the games that I've installed and tried on the Nokia 6500c. You can even install a Game Boy emulator in it, and there are basically thousands of games out there just to kill your time. Like I have here a Game Boy emulator. So basically what I'm saying is, you won't run out of apps or games to try on with the Nokia 6500c, because it does support Java game. So Java apps is something that you can use. So when it comes to YouTube, now we have a bit of issue with YouTube, because unfortunately, while you can install the apps, as you can see, you've got tons of games here. You even have Plants vs Zombies right here. All these are playable Sudokus, and the JTube app is something that I've reviewed earlier in my previous video, and you need to install the full JTube in order to experience YouTube. But unfortunately, with the current version of the JTube, you don't get to experience 3GP file format anymore, and the videos downloaded are basically in MP4 format. So that means this device cannot play the video, but you can use it to listen to audio purpose only. So that is something that you want to take note of in case you plan to watch any YouTube videos. So again, you can't use it because this device doesn't support MP4, and what it does is it just downloads an audio file instead. So one thing really unique that I noticed with the Nokia 6500c is, being a 2007 device which has Bluetooth connectivity, you might be wondering, since there's no 3.5mm head jack, can you connect it to a headphone or whatnot? Surprisingly, this device has a functional Bluetooth which can connect to a Bluetooth audio device. So right here with me is the Nokia 731W, which I reviewed recently, and you can see the moment that I took the Bluetooth out of it, it automatically pairs with the device, as you can see here. And the moment I keep my Bluetooth earbuds back, it will automatically disconnect from it as well. There you go. So this is something surprising for a 2007 device running on a Bluetooth 2.0 to support futuristic functions like that you have just seen here: automatic pairing and disconnectivity from a Bluetooth earbud. And you can actually connect it to your Bluetooth earbud and listen to all the multimedias that you want, even for games. All the audio output can be shifted to your Bluetooth earbud. So this is something that is really good, really future-proof with the Nokia 6500c. Now, all in all, with the world moving to a digital detox era, the 6500c is still available purchase, still something that you're going to treasure, not just because of its beautiful, gorgeous looking design and feel, but also it serves the purpose of doing what is important with the device and spending more time physically with the people that matters to you. So this is a quick look into the Nokia 6500c. I hope you enjoyed this simple presentation, and I hope to see you in the next one. So if you have any question, do reach me out in Twitter or just drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. And for all the viewers out there, thank you very much for being supportive. For all those of you who like Nokia devices like me, please do consider subscribing, as it helps me to produce more videos that matters to fans like us. So with that, do stay healthy and take care, and I'll see you in the next video.